In Court on TKO8 Television is brought to you by Campbell Bonding Company. Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
State versus Tommy Barber, endangering the welfare of a minor. 2 counts was the original charge. I guess this was on a probation.
It is, Your Honor. I've discussed this matter with Mr. Hancock. I believe we have a resolution to this case. If they could have Mr. Barber brought over to the courthouse.
I think we can do it over.
Let's do it over the Skype.
Yeah,
okay.
I've talked to Mr. Barber, and he's agreed to the additional condition, Judge.
Very well.
Your Honor, the state's going to move to convert the pending petition to a contempt and credit for time served, with the court adding a condition to Mr. Barber's probation that he be screened for alcohol treatment and follow any treatment recommendations. I've discussed this matter with the alleged victim on the alleged assault in the petition and with Mr. Barber's probation officer, and they would not have any problems with that.
Okay. Mr. Barber, do you agree that you have not complied with the conditions of your probation?
Yes.
Okay. I will sentence you to time, hold you in contempt, sentence you to time served, and direct that you undergo alcohol screening and follow any recommendations that you receive from that screening.
Yes, sir.
So after being processed out, you, unless something else is holding you in the jail, you may be released.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State versus Robert Black, 16-91, possession of methamphetamine or cocaine with purpose to deliver, drug paraphernalia. Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's see. Trying to determine why we're here. Oh, yes. Are there any pretrial matters we need to take up?
Judge, there will be.
Okay.
I'm going to ask for. I sent Mr. Bradford an email. In fact, I was going to ask to move the pretrial date, but we still wanted to address the bond issue as it relates to Mr. Black. If we could have him brought over to address that.
We'll do that. Sir, we're going to transport you to the courthouse. State versus Terry Blevins, possession of methamphetamine with purpose to deliver and other drug-related charges. 16-93, Terry Blevins. Let's see, this matter was...
We can't resolve it today. Okay. Okay.
Where do we stand on this matter?
Judge, we were appointed on this case in early July, I believe. There was a period of time that Mrs. Blevins didn't appear. This is a July or an August 15 arrest. I'm not sure what the nature of the absence was at this point. In addition, I think Mr. Bradford has a couple of officers that are out that he needs to speak with about a resolution in this case before we try to go down that road. So we're asking to move this over to the the last August date that you have, and we would toll the time on it for a pretrial.
Sure that's agreeable. I can find the scheduling order.
I have two detectives I need to speak with. One is out of pocket till this coming Monday, but the other will not be back in the country until a week from today.
Okay.
Judge, the trial is set for August the 1st. And,
Okay.
We're asking to move the trial. I think it was a quick setting because of the arrest date of August.
Yes,
Right.
I remember now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, if you'll take the time, we'll reschedule it. But with the state, check the time and make sure we don't get outside the time limit.
Yes, sir.
Okay, somebody from your office will need to communicate with the union.
Okay.
Make sure we know about that.
We will do that, Your Honor. I think we're asking for August 26th.
Yes.
I spoke to my public defender and about a plea, and I was going to let him know that I wanted to do what we spoke about yesterday.
Okay, someone in his office will communicate with you.
Terry, we don't have any offer yet because the officers are out of town, so we're going to need to wait till that August date to get that, okay, to talk about that. I'll come out and talk to you more about it, okay?
I don't understand. I thought what we spoke of yesterday, I was going to do that today.
Well, it's not ready to do today, okay? I'll come and talk to you about it.
You may stand aside. She's never happy when 16-16, State versus Jeffrey Braun, possession of methamphetamine, drug paraphernalia. Good morning. This must be on a petition to revoke.
It is, Your Honor. It's a first appearance. I believe is it Brand?
Yes.
Was served with the warrant on July 16th.
Okay.
And it has a Division 4 docket number. Let me see who signed the sentencing order. It is Judge Webb, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, sir, I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you, and you're appearing for an arraignment on a petition which has been filed to revoke your probation. How does he plead?
I plead not true on the petition, waive reading.
Okay. I'll enter the plea of not true. We'll set it for hearing before Judge Webb on August 5th at
He starts at 8:30.
8:30 a.m. Okay. Anything else?
Do you have a bond set, Mr. Bryan?
No, I don't. I was going to see if I could go or out.
Let me see what the... Oh, I don't like these new forms.
Yeah, they're not the easiest to read.
Do you like them, Trev?
Your Honor, the allegation in the petition is on June 22nd, he's alleged to have committed a breaking or entering, criminal mischief, and a domestic battery third degree. It looks like it was investigated by the Harrison Police Department.
I bonded out on that on a $15,000 bond.
Well, I would let the $15,000 bond serve as good for this revocation if the bondsman's willing to stay on that bond and will file something in writing to say that he will stay in this case rather. And no contact with the victims.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Who's your bondsman?
Robert Campbell.
Okay, I'll check with Mr. Campbell.
That's all today, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
State versus Gregory Bryant II, theft by receiving, 16-197. Gregory Bryant. Sir, do you have a lawyer, Mr. Bryant?
After the application yesterday, the public defender.
Okay.
This is an arraignment, Your Honor.
Oh, I see. This one's in the wrong spot. Okay, sir, I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you. You're appearing here for an arraignment. How does he plead?
Plead not guilty, Judge. Waive reading.
Okay. We'll enter that plea of not guilty. Would October 7th be his next date? Yes, sir. We'll have a pretrial in your case on October 7th at 9:30. Anything further?
Not from the state, Your Honor.
Do you have a bond set, Mr. Brown?
Yes, sir, $10,000.
Okay. Nothing further at this time.
All right, you may stand aside, sir.
Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
Fly higher. Go further. Do more. Take it to the next level with Polaris. Whether you're chasing unforgettable memories, manhandling a mountain of work, or pushing the limits of work and play, we've got the perfect machine built just for you. Now's the time to get rebates up to $2,000 during the Polaris Spring Sales Event.
Come see us at 824 North Main in Harrison.
Here's another satisfied client from Dental Creations of Harrison.
My husband and I both went through this together. We both had teeth that was causing health problems. Doctor wanted to come and talk to us about what we wanted, what our options were. We've gotten our final dentures. They feel as natural as our other teeth ever did. The best part is being able to smile again and not thinking, okay, I've got to hide this side of my face because that tooth's missing.
Dental Creations on the square in Harrison, next to the Big Red Boot.
North Arkansas College cares. Did you know they have a food pantry for students, tutoring services, financial and career coaching, and a career clothing closet? And North Ark tuition is one of the lowest in the state. Enroll this fall and get the support you need. Exciting faculty, small classes, and affordable tuition are all examples that show students North Ark cares.
Open enrollment now through August 12th. Classes begin August 15th. See the full class schedule at northark.edu or speak with an advisor, 870-391-3505.
State versus Brianna Byers, 14113, filing a false report with law enforcement. 15-31, possession of controlled substances. Good morning. Okay, 15-31, it's a petition to revoke a probationary period, and it looks like it's actually set for hearing today. It may not be ready, but
Judge, my notes from last week, she did make an appearance on the screen, but I did not note whether or not she had actually entered a plea on the petitions.
I indicated that she did.
Yes, she did? Okay.
Yes. But we're just now appointing counsel, so it may not be able to go forward.
She was arrested July 13th, well, July 12th on one and 13th on the other, so we'll use July 12th as our start of the 60 days.
Let me look at 14-113. Okay, 14-113. I don't see that there's been an arraignment, so this you enter a plea of not true for that.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Could we set the matters for
August 9th.
or 12th, rather?
Oh, it's 12th?
12th?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
August 12th. We'll have a hearing on August 12th. Okay. Well, thank you. You may stand aside.
Judge, could
Yes.
you set a bond in these cases?
Let me look. See what the new allegations are.
Judge, it looks like there are going to be some misdemeanor offenses that will probably be on the district court docket. The allegations are public intoxication, obstructing governmental operations, and criminal trespass.
Mostly it's lack of payment. It says offender unavailable for sanction. What's that mean?
She failed to report to the office, so the court sanction was not.
Okay. Failure to report and fees. What do you think on a bond? Where do you live at, Brianna?
My mother.
You live with your mother. You have a job?
I have one waiting on me, yes, sir.
Looks like the bond on the misdemeanors was set at $675 cash or professional surety.
Let's see. Do you know how much she owes? You may not be able to tell, right?
No, Your Honor.
Brianna, is your kid staying there with your mom?
What?
Is your daughter staying there with your mom?
Yes.
Okay.
Judge, I'll recommend a $2,500 bond, cover both revocation petitions.
I'd rather just have some cash to go toward your...
Well, that's a good point.
$500 cash to go toward what you owe. Stay at your mother's unless you're working.
Is it cash or professional?
No, ma'am, that's cash.
Okay, thank you.
Rachel Clayton's going to be transported, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. State versus Robert Curbo, 0986, criminal attempt to manufacture methamphetamine was the original charge. This is on a petition to revoke. Robert, do you have a lawyer?
Yes.
Who would that be?
Philip.
Okay, thought he was here a minute ago.
Your Honor, I represent Mr. Curbo. Have you all finally filed a formal petition or just going off the other document? Okay, I've not received the formal petition, Your Honor. I did receive some preliminary documents in my conversations with the prosecutor's office. We'll enter a plea of not true at this time, Your Honor.
Chris, was this a Judge Webb case?
It was actually Judge Womack signed that took the plea. So I guess it's Judge Webb's case originally.
I see that Judge Webb signed the order for the warrant on the petition.
Okay. So,
Judge Webb may have been asked to recuse at some point. That's why Womack ended up with it. I believe that's correct, because he had prosecuted Mr. Curbo in the past.
Okay, well, I'll
Judge, I'll be thrilled to death to do a revocation hearing in front of Judge Womack if we could set it for a Thursday that he's over here.
Yeah,
Well,
probably doesn't do it.
Mr. Thrill a minute here. We'll take it up at any time.
August 12th, we'll set it for hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
I'll be out to see you.
You may stand aside, sir. State versus Gary Dotson, 16-83, simultaneous possession of drugs and firearms, methamphetamine, criminal mischief. Is there anything to be done in this case?
Judge, it's Mr. Bunch's case, so Ms. Moore went to get him. If we could have just a second.
Okay,
Here
sure.
he is, Judge.
Dotson.
Gary Dotson.
Your Honor, if, let's see. I don't think there's any discovery issues, and it's
Okay.
trial ready at this point.
I think, did we bring him up from prison?
I think we did.
Bricky's.
Would you like him brought over for any reason, or just? Yes.
I don't see,
Okay,
I
all
don't
right.
see any reason to bring him
All
over.
right.
His plea offer was not accepted.
Very well.
Okay.
We'll leave it for trial.
Okay.
Honor, if I may, can I speak today?
Well, don't incriminate yourself.
No, sir.
Go ahead.
Mr. Bunch is my court-appointed attorney.
Uh-huh.
I've only spoken to him one time regarding this case, and I would really like, I was at the East Arkansas Regional Unit
Okay.
previously.
Well, he says he's coming out to see you today, is what he said, so.
Okay.
Ah.
North Arkansas College Cares. Did you know they have a food pantry for students, tutoring services, financial and career coaching, and a career clothing closet? And North Arc's tuition is one of the lowest in the state. Enroll this fall and get the support you need. Exciting faculty, small classes, and affordable tuition are all examples that show students North Arc cares.
Open enrollment now through August 12th. Classes begin August 15th. See the full class schedule at northarc.edu or speak with an advisor, 870-391-3505.
Crystal clear mountain streams, river rapids, and rolling hills with endless valleys. As a third-generation family-owned business, Magnus Toyota has been operating here in the Ozarks for over 50 years. When we make a new deal, we make a new friend. Stop in and visit us today and see why our customers say we're the best. Magnus Toyota, your hometown Toyota dealer on Highway 65 North in Harrison.
Introducing two new families of ATVs from Yamaha. The all-new Grizzly and Kodiak 700. The new Grizzly offers increased power and performance to deliver more exploration and more adventure. The new Kodiak 700 features legendary Yamaha reliability for more productivity and more value. The all-new Grizzly and Kodiak 700 ATVs, all with more than ever before.
When you practice your home fire drill, make sure you stay low under the smoke. Make sure you practice home fire drills with your family.
Well, howdy, folks. Brewster the Rooster here from the Chicken House. I want to tell you about some great specials we've got just for you. On Saturdays, you can save 10% off any of our menu items, and on Sundays, we bump it up to 20%. And to keep it interesting, every Monday through Friday, we offer up a special deal of the day that you can only find out when you stop by the Chicken House on Highway 65 North in Harrison. Come on by and enjoy the Cajun-infused flavor in every bite of crispy, crunchy chicken at the Chicken House in Harrison.
Technology is a living thing. It listens to us.
How may I help you?
It shows us the way. It expands our minds and gives us vision where once we had none. This is how civilization moves forward. This
is how we get coffee.
The 2016 Corolla. Technology on a whole other level.
Right now, get $1,500 customer cash, or qualified buyers get 0% APR financing for 72 months on a stylish new 2016 Corolla. Toyota, let's go places.
16-188, State versus Joshua Dooley, capital murder. Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's see. Who represents this gentleman?
Judge, the information I had based upon his 8.1 hearing was that his family was trying to hire a private attorney.
Did he fill out an application? Apparently he did. Okay.
I actually filled out an application for a public defender about 2-3 weeks ago.
Okay, I'm looking at it right now.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you. I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you. You appear here for an arraignment. Do you want me to read the charges, or
Do you want to hear the charges, Mr. Dooley, or wait?
Okay. Charged with capital murder, a Class Y felony. It says the defendant on or about the 21st day of February 2016 in Boone County, Arkansas, did unlawfully, feloniously, and under circumstances manifesting extreme indifference to the value of human life, knowingly caused the death of a person 14 years of age or younger, with the defendant being 18 years of age or older, against the peace and dignity of the state of Arkansas. To wit, the defendant engaged in conduct which caused the death of a 6-year-old child by what is commonly known as shaken baby syndrome. The defendant also left marks on the child's neck consistent with those caused by a ligature. Does he enter a plea of not guilty to these charges?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Very well. We'll enter the plea of not guilty. This looks like it's Judge Webb's case. I'll direct that you appear before Judge Webb on August 5th at 8:30 a.m. Thank you, sir. You may stand aside.
I was also going to ask, can I get an hour with my public defender?
They'll make arrangements for that. I don't know about the time, but they'll take the case seriously if that's what you're concerned about. They'll do that.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. 16-97, State versus Brian Knight, residential burglary, theft of property, possession of firearms by certain persons. Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Let's see, we're here for a pretrial in this case. Are there any pretrial matters we need to take up?
No, sir.
Okay. There's nothing to be done today, sir. We'll leave it as scheduled. Thank you. State versus Kelvin Pratt, rape, computer child pornography, 15-165.
Judge, if we can have him transported.
Sir, we're going to transport you to the courthouse, okay? All right. State versus Joshua Speaks, 16-202. Theft by receiving, leaving the scene of an accident involving property damage. Good morning.
Morning.
Do you have a lawyer, sir?
No, I filled out an application.
Fill out an application? Okay, we'll take a look at that. Okay, I've appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent you. You're appearing here for arraignment on theft by receiving and leaving the scene of an accident involving property damage. How does he plead to these charges?
Judge, plead not guilty, waive reading.
Okay, we'll enter a plea of not guilty.
Dan's okay if I go ahead and provide you discovery?
Is there anything else to be done?
Is there any way I can ask for a OR? I've been, when I went to jail in Greene County, I realized that I had a warrant for this case, and I bonded out on all my other charges for this case, and 2 weeks before I got incarcerated in Greene County, Missouri, I found out that when I went in there, I found out I had a hold from Arkansas. I've been in custody there with the hold here from here since April 9th.
Okay. Where do you live at, sir?
I live in Mountain Home.
Okay. Now, sir, I'd rather not do an OR. Does he have? Sorry.
OR with the ankle monitor.
Well,
Judge,
I've been in custody for almost 4 months on this. You know.
I'll reduce your bond to $10,000. How's that? Well, if you want an ankle monitor, I'd probably do that, but that can run into money too, you know.
I could do that. I could do the ankle monitor.
Very well. You next appear before Judge Webb on it's a GPS ankle monitor.
Yes, sir.
August 5th at 8:30 a.m. to Boone County Courthouse.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Amber McComas, fleeing, obstructing operations, suspended license, DWI 15185.
Okay.
Let's see. Why are we here on this?
Judge, I believe they just set this file up. She was not on the docket for today.
Okay. There's been a petition to revoke filed. Ma'am, have you got a lawyer? Okay. Do you intend to hire a lawyer or make application to the public defender's office?
I would like to speak with public defender.
Okay. There should be an application at the jail. Just fill it out and turn it in to someone at the jailhouse there.
Yes, sir. And sir, I was going to see if I could possibly get a bond, a low bond or an overall bond. And also, like the gentleman said, with an ankle monitor, I'm from Texas, but I'm willing to stay here. So my court date, I have health issues that I need to address. And an ankle monitor, the extra cost is not easy compared to my life. They just cost on my runs at Woodlands Memorial Hermann Hospital in East Texas.
Let me read the allegations, okay? Give me a second here.
Probably should.
I tell you what, I've been given a stack of documents here. Let me consider your request regarding a bond, and I'll have time later to read this, okay? I'll try to do that today if I can at all. We'll set your hearing down for, well, yeah, I guess I need to bring you back for, Can you turn in your application today, ma'am, for a public defender?
Yes, sir. I'm on disability after even 1
Okay.
month.
All right. Fill out your application, turn it in. I'll set you to reappear on August 12th, and if possible, we'll have a hearing on that day or soon thereafter as we can. But I'll consider your motion for bond, okay?
Thank you, sir.
Is that yours? State versus Donald Anderson, possession of methamphetamine, driving left of center, 16-49.
Judge, we were going to ask that he be screened for drug court.
Okay.
Yes, and I missed that because I was incarcerated for child support in Carroll County.
Okay.
But I talked to my parole officer about it this morning.
All right. Well,
Travis,
let's try to screen him
do you
then.
know how that screening process, the timing on that? He's asking to be screened for drug court.
Typically, the screening is completed within about a week.
Okay. Does he need to go to your office?
Just call TJ.
Okay.
Let's see.
Is he your parole officer?
Yes.
Okay, so you know where their office
Yes.
is? Okay.
Why don't I just schedule him to appear here on August 12th in case that doesn't work? And if it works, then
Okay.
That'll be our
go
request.
the other way. All right, sir.
See you
Thank
then.
you. State versus Russell Burdine, 16-71. Forgery, theft, marijuana, drug paraphernalia.
I got your email, but I need you to refresh my memory on why that was important in this case.
I think that was a pen offer, just showing that he was actually involved, and also I think this is the one where his parents were the alleged victims.
So they may be willing to agree to something. Would you see if I can contact them over the lunch break? He can come back this afternoon.
Okay. Judge, can we set this on the plea docket for this afternoon?
Certainly can.
Thank you.
State versus Justin Bird, 16-95, aggravated assault on a certified law enforcement officer, terroristic threatening, public intoxication.
Your Honor, as it relates to Mr. Byrd, we got a offer to resolve this. I think it was on Wednesday. If we could just call this back up in a little bit, I'm going to go over that with him and see if we can resolve this today.
Okay, and if not, we'll leave it as scheduled.
Yes, sir.
16-198, State versus Eric Campbell, simultaneous possession of drugs and firearms, possession of firearms for certain persons, methamphetamine. Well, it looks like he's appearing for an arraignment, isn't he?
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct. And the case did draw Division 4.
Okay. What do you do for a living, sir?
Labor. I'm a mason.
Did you have him put in some amount of income there, Dan? He says he's self-employed, just an average, you know.
Average.
Yeah.
Probably here lately it ain't been much, but a couple $100 a month, you know, here lately.
That's it?
Yeah, it's been raining so much and stuff. I don't know, that's the average here lately, so like 300-400 or something. It's all been here recently, so.
Excuse me. Approach, Your Honor.
Yes. Is that a 2?
Yeah, it's just.
All right. I've appointed a public defender to represent you. You're appearing for an arraignment, sir. Does he enter a plea of not guilty to these charges?
He will, Judge.
Okay, in Mr. Campbell's case, we'll enter the plea of not guilty. Your case is before Judge Webb. You'll be here on August 5th, 8:30. The early riser.
Thank you.
All right. State versus David Golden. Breaking or entering, theft of property, 15-97.
Judge, that's for trial. If you want to call it back this afternoon, or we can.
Yeah, witnesses are subpoenaed to be here at 1 o'clock, Your Honor.
Very well.
I was going to go ahead and enter my guilty plea and get it.
Have a seat for a second.
Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
Well, howdy, folks. Brewster the Rooster here from the Chicken House. I want to tell you about some great specials we've got just for you. On Saturdays, you can save 10% off any of our menu items, and on Sundays, we bump it up to 20%. And to keep it interesting, every Monday through Friday, we offer up a special deal of the day that you can only find out when you stop by the Chicken House on Highway 65 North in Harrison. Come on by and enjoy the Cajun-infused flavor in every bite of crispy, crunchy chicken at the Chicken House in Harrison.
North Arkansas College cares. Did you know they have a food pantry for students, tutoring services, financial and career coaching, and a career clothing closet? And North Arc's tuition is one of the lowest in the state. Enroll this fall and get the support you need. Exciting faculty, small classes, and affordable tuition are all examples that show students North Arc cares.
Open enrollment now through August 12th. Classes begin August 15th. See the full class schedule at northarc.edu or speak with an advisor, 870-391-3505.
When you practice your home fire drill, make sure you stay low under the smoke. Make sure you practice home fire drills with your family.
State versus Tiffany Goodsell, possession of methamphetamine, 16-109.
I approach Your Honor.
You may.
Go to the plea.
Okay.
Your Honor, this is a simple possession case. It's my understanding that Ms. Goodsell is currently enrolled in a drug treatment program called CORE in Branson, Missouri. Has no criminal history to speak of, so we're contemplating a plea of guilty, recommending a sentence of probation, a condition of which is that she successfully complete that drug treatment program.
All right. Ma'am, I'm looking at a police statement and some conditions of probation. Have you gone over these?
Yes, sir, I did.
Do you feel like you understand what's set
Yes,
out
sir.
in these documents?
Yes, sir.
It looks like you've signed them. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
You understand the charges against you and the range of penalties that
Yes,
you're
sir.
convicted?
Yes, sir.
Are you pleading guilty to possession of methamphetamine?
Yes, sir.
You're not allowed to have a trial if you plead guilty. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Also, don't get an appeal if you plead guilty.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Okay, there's a recommendation in the police statement as to what your sentence should be if you plead guilty. Other than that, have you been promised anything?
No, sir.
Has anyone pressured you or threatened you to get you
No,
to
sir.
do this? Are you pleading guilty to this charge because you're in fact guilty?
Yes, sir.
Let's see, on or about March 6th here in Boone County, March 6th of this year, were you in possession of some methamphetamine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This time, ma'am, I'm going to accept your plea and adjudge you guilty. I'll place you on 4 years probation.
Yes, sir.
You'll ordered to pay $200 in costs, a $1,000 fine, a DNA fee of $250, drug crime assessment of $125, a $20 booking fee. You'll successfully complete the drug treatment program you're currently enrolled in. Is
Yes, sir.
That's the core?
Yes, sir. It's an
core
awesome
COR?
program. Very, very good program.
Is it good? Good. And this comply with the other matters set out in the police statement. And pay what you owe at the minimum rate of $100 per month beginning within 30 days. And you make your payments to the Sheriff's Department here in Boone County.
Okay.
Okay. Now, before you leave today, you'll need to see one of the probation officers.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. State versus Eric Hacker. Failure to register, 2 cases, 16-194, 15-251. Let's see, 16-194. Looks like the Public Defender's Office be representing Mr. Hacker?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Here's the paperwork on that.
All right.
The new charge, Judge, plead not guilty.
Okay, we'll enter that plea of not guilty. Case is before Judge Webb. Set him to appear on August 5th at 8:30. 15-251.
Your Honor, would the court entertain transferring the other case back into this court?
We will.
That's fine, Your Honor. The same type of charge, and he has a case already in this division.
Okay, is there anything to be done on 15-251?
Not today, Judge.
All right, but we'll enter an order transferring, if it's agreeable to Judge Webb, 16-194 into Division 3 and schedule it out. The older case already scheduled, of course. Just stay in contact with your lawyer.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right. State versus Joseph McCullum, 16-201, possession of methamphetamine and paraphernalia.
Yes, thank you.
Appointed the public defender to represent you. What do you do for a living, sir?
Construction.
Okay. Well, it looks like you're here for an arraignment. How does he plead?
That's not guilty, Judge. We'll
Okay.
waive reading also.
Very well, and I'll have you come back on October 7th at 9:30.
Yes, sir.
State versus Travis Methan, 16-123, battery in the second degree.
Your Honor, we're scheduled a pretrial today. The medical records in this are quite extensive. I don't know if Mr. Bradford's been able to confirm if that's all the medical records that have been provided today.
I had a chance to do that.
I would ask the court to reschedule this pretrial for August 12th. That's still ahead of the plea deadline and also the trial date. There may be some additional discovery that is forthcoming. Also, there may be some final discharge notes that may be important to this case. And at this point, Mr. Bradford hadn't been able to ascertain. We're over 400 pages in medical records at this point, Your Honor. So,
Pre-trial on August 12th. You're free to
Thank you.
go. State versus Adriel Moran, battery, danger in the welfare of a minor, felon with a firearm. Come on. Well, have we got any pretrial matters we need to take up?
No, Judge. Ready for trial.
All right, we'll just stay in contact with your lawyers.
Oh, actually, there was some
something?
criminal history on
Yes, got it here.
the alleged victim that Mr. Bradford was going to share.
We can do it before we leave today, or?
Yeah.
Okay, that'll be fine.
He
Got
has
right
it,
here.
and I'll take a look at it, Judge.
All right. Thank you. Thanks, sir.
September.
Stack. 15-149, State versus Sarah says Beach Parker. Drugs and firearms and methamphetamine is original charge. Yes, sir.
Last time we were here, there was a mix-up with discovery, which I've now received, and this was set for, this was the plea deadline actually originally, and this was set for a pretrial today. Based upon the discovery, I have several witnesses that I've been able to locate. One has moved to Missouri, and one is actually now in the Washington County jail. And Mr. Bradford's issued discovery to me, and I'm just not going to, until I'm able to interview these witnesses, fully answer his discovery.
Sure.
And I still want an opportunity to talk to him as well.
Right. Let's see here. Let's see.
We're set for a trial on the 17th. I anticipate I'd like permission from the court to file a continuance, a formal continuance from that trial date if there's no objection.
You may do that.
No objection, Your Honor.
Is there any, I could have you come back for a pretrial. I got August 12th, August 26th. What would work for you, sir?
August 26th would be great.
Okay, we'll have a pretrial on August 26th, and we'll schedule the matter out because sometimes things happen late in the game. So.
That'll be fine, Your Honor, and we'll take the time as well.
Very well, sir. Thank you so much. Warrants.
Judge, could we call, before we go too far, recall Kathleen Covey?
Sure. Kathleen Covey. That is 16-121.
Judge, Ms. Covey has been screened for drug court, and she's been found to be eligible. I think, talked to Mr. Carter, they're going to staff that on the 27th. So if we could set her on the August 5th date in front of Judge Webb.
Okay. August 5th, 8:30, Judge Webb.
And Judge, she's freely invited to show up at our drug court on the 27th at 9:30 if she wants to see and get an idea of what drug court is like.
You've extended the invitation.
You're trying to keep people out?
Some days are good days.
State versus Tyler Shepard, 16-169. DWI 4. Failure to dim headlights. Driving on suspended license.
It's just a reappearance to get on the scheduling order, maybe, Judge?
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like on July 1st, a failure to appear may have been issued, but on the 15th, I have a note that reflects that Mr. Shepard was in the hospital, and that warrant was pulled by Judge Webb.
That probably happened, yes, it was withdrawn. So, have a pretrial on September 9th at 9:30. Is there anything else to be done?
Not today.
Free to go, sir. State versus Michael Shipley, 16-99, drug paraphernalia, driving on suspended license.
Judge, we have a resolution. There would be a motion to amend the charge as well.
Okay.
Approach.
You may.
Your Honor, based on facts and evidence in the case, the state at this time is going to move to amend the drug paraphernalia charge from a Class D felony to a Class A misdemeanor.
Sir, I'm looking at a police statement. Have you gone over this document?
Yes, sir.
And have you also gone over these terms and conditions which are
Yes, sir.
attached? And you've signed them, it looks like.
Yes,
Is
sir.
that right? Do you feel you understand what's in the document?
Yes, sir.
You understand the present charges against you?
Yes, sir.
You understand the range of penalty if you're convicted?
Yes, sir.
Are you pleading guilty to, I guess, a misdemeanor, drug paraphernalia possession?
Yes, sir.
And driving on a suspended license?
Yes, sir.
Are you entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
You understand you're giving up your right to a trial and appeal, don't you? Okay, at this time, sir, I'll accept your plea and judge you guilty for the misdemeanor possession of drug paraphernalia. I'll place you on 1 year's probation. For the driving on suspended license, 6 months probation. That'll run concurrent, which is at the same time. You pay $200 in cost, a $750 fine, drug crime assessment of $125, $20 booking fee. Pay what you owe at the minimum rate of $100 per month beginning within 30 days. You make your payments to the Sheriff's Department here in Boone County. And before you leave, you'll need to see one of the probation officers, okay?
In Court on TKO8 Television is brought to you by Campbell Bonding Company. Even the best of us make mistakes, so when trouble finds you, trust Campbell Bonding Company to help you through what can be a confusing and sometimes frightening experience. Jim, Robert, and Cole Campbell work as a family to offer your family understanding and compassion during a very difficult time. Campbell Bonding Company can help get your family back together quickly and confidentially. And in every step of the process, they're there for you. In times of trouble, let their family help your family. Campbell Bonding Company, 870-741-1138.
Your Tundra can haul loads of gravel.
It can, but I'm busy.
How about cinder blocks?
Yeah, no. Going riding.
Let's pull out stumps.
Rather go fishing.
Gravel is back.
Okay, enough with the gravel.
The 2016 Toyota Tundra. For those who believe play is the new word. Qualified buyers get 0% APR for 60 months plus $2,000 special edition cash on a new 2016 Special Edition Tundra for a total savings over $6,100. Toyota, let's go places.
Well, howdy, folks. Brewster the Rooster here from the Chicken House. I want to tell you about some great specials we've got just for you. On Saturdays, you can save 10% off any of our menu items, and on Sundays, we bump it up to 20%. And to keep it interesting, every Monday through Friday, we offer up a special deal of the day that you can only find out when you stop by the Chicken House on Highway 65 North in Harrison. Come on by and enjoy the Cajun-infused flavor in every bite of crispy, crunchy chicken at the Chicken House in Harrison.
Fly higher. Go further. Do more. Take it to the next level with Polaris. Whether you're chasing unforgettable memories, manhandling a mountain of work, or pushing the limits of work and play, we've got the perfect machine built just for you. Now's the time to get rebates up to $2,000 during the Polaris Spring Sales Event.
Come see us at 824 North Main in Harrison.
Here's another satisfied client from Dental Creations of Harrison.
My husband and I both went through this together. We both had teeth that was causing health problems. Doctor wanted to come and talk to us about what we wanted, what our options were. We've gotten our final dentures. They feel as natural as our other teeth ever did. The best part is being able to smile again and not thinking, okay, I've got to hide this side of my face because that tooth's missing.
Dental Creations on the square in Harrison, next to the Big Red Boot.
You're at the party, having a great time. Your kids are on the dance floor, shaking it for all they're worth. Then you hear it.
That word that even your children know better than to use. Yeah, that word. So you think, doesn't the DJ know better? Man, my kids heard that. I'm Matt Duncan. I own and operate Artistry Entertainment DJ service. I'm also a daddy. We never play questionable lyrics when kids are present. Ever. ArtistryEntertainment.rocks. Yes, we get paid to party. And we take it seriously.
North Arkansas College cares. Did you know they have a food pantry for students, tutoring services, financial and career coaching, and a career clothing closet? And North Ark tuition is one of the lowest in the state. Enroll this fall and get the support you need. Exciting faculty, small classes, and affordable tuition are all examples that show students North Ark cares.
Open enrollment now